One of the biggest things that I see holding people back right now is the pendulum swing or seesaw of push-pull energy. So you're driven, you're motivated, you're dedicated, you can see your big dream, your goal, your vision, and you push yourself out into the world to achieve that. And then you get burned out. You've been around too many people, you've done too many things, and then you need to cancel everything and hide. This was me for many years. I was constantly navigating this. And there's a couple of things to remember, especially if you've gone through a spiritual awakening or many spiritual awakenings. I had many layers of this journey. And the two things you need to look at is firstly your boundaries. So if you set boundaries in place up front, so where will you have that social time in your diary and what feels right for you? Is it once a week? Do you have to go to a city, or do you have to go to a doctor's appointment or something like that? Like, how do you plan around that? Because that is still like people time. You might see clients, that might be your people time. But setting those boundaries in place up front. So I have what days of the week I do my work, what days I have calls, what days are my creative days, and what days are my flex days where I might take myself out somewhere for a date day. I might have a date day with my partner, or I might see friends or family that day. So boundaries is super important. So getting that masculine structure of boundaries in means you don't end up in victim mode, meaning you don't end up in that wounded mode of I now have to hide and I have to recharge and I have to suddenly get all this energy back, because you haven't got any energy drains when you're setting these boundaries up front. And of course, you know, these are test and learn and tweaking along the way as well. And if you have awakened to higher levels of consciousness, what you need to remember is you won't be able to do things in the same way you did before, because you are having an impact on an energetic level. You are here to work with energy. You are here to help the planet with energy. So you are already doing quite a lot in the energy space. So you are no longer required to do so much on a human 3D level. So one of the things that I found is like, this is me being a human. I am taking my human vessel, my body, into nature, and that is what my body needs. Or it might be a salt bath. It might be meeting a friend for a coffee for some social connection. But this is also something I massively see holding people back, is they're trying to do all the human things that are actually just distractions. So, you know, they're going to all these shows, they're watching all these TV programs. Don't get me wrong, I love a Netflix binge, but I don't do it as a distraction. They're out drinking, they're in pubs, they're in restaurants. Like, I do not go into pubs anymore because I know that is too much energy for me. Having a few drinks is not a human level activity for me. And this is something I see happening in the collective right now, is people are continuing to hold on to their human things they feel they need to do, like go drinking and go in these pubs and go and be in these like theatres and cinemas and really dense, toxically dense, energetic places, and then they don't actually have the energy for the work that they're here to do and the clarity that they're here to receive from being in that feminine energy, from being in that rest. Like, what does rest actually mean to you? What nourishes your body? What nourishes your soul? And when you can get this into your schedule, when you can get into this nourishment, this also shifts and changes everything. And of course, this also comes down to boundaries as well. And with these boundaries, with these questions I'm asking you to consider, it is about listening to your body. So what feels like a yes? What's a lit up? Like if someone said to me, do you want to come walk in the forest? Hell yes. I can feel that lit up feeling in my body. If someone said, do you want to come to the pub? Straight away my body would go, no. Okay. I'd feel that instantly. So what are you following that is truly your hell yes? And you'll find that you won't get burnt out if you only follow your hell yes. So if I follow my hell yes, I can keep going and going and going and going like a Duracell bunny. If I do one thing, that's a no. That's it, I'm floored and I need the rest and recharge time. Okay, so boundaries and listening to your body are massive if you are navigating this push-pull right now. And if you would like to find balance with this push-pull, Claim it now, pop balance in comments. Let's claim it, let's own it, and let's shift this energy.